So, welcome back everyone. I am Ujjwal Sirohi and I hope you all are doing good. So, the today's video is about PM Modi's welcome with Sanskrit chants in Rome, Italy, and we will also be talking about relations with Italy currently. So, let's begin the video. So, the G20 summit is being held in Rome, Italy from 30 to 31st October, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi reached Italy on 29th of October. So it is also a great chance for bilateral talks with Italy as it is the first visit of PM Modi to Italy since he became the Prime Minister, and he is also the first Indian Prime Minister in 12 years to visit Italy.
So let's first of all see the video wherein which we can hear these Sanskrit chants that I was talking about. So personally, I was really amazed to see this video because like जो लोग abroad जाते हैं for studies and for jobs, we rarely see them speaking in Hindi. But here they are in Italy, they are chanting in Sanskrit and welcoming PM Modi. It's really different and amazing. And videos like these, we don't see them every day. Recently, Sanskrit Week was also celebrated from 19 to 25th of August, and here is a picture of PM Modi paying tribute to Gandhiji's statue that is in Rome. So now let's talk about the India relations. So the trade between Italy and India can also surpass as compared to Russia's. जबकि हम रशिया से डिफेंस डील्स करते हैं. रिसेंटली आई मेड अ वीडियो ऑन INS Tushil, but this the trade with Italy can also surpass. So in January and July 2021 there is a raise of 36% 36% of trade, and last year 15 agreements were also signed between India and Italy. So during COVID-19, we all know due to the pandemic, all the trade and all the countries export and import were suffering, and there we saw US 5.7 billion trade between India and Italy, and if we see in 2019 it was around 11.3 billion US dollars. So the trade between these two countries usually it like we can see the trade between 6 to 13 billion, but there is a possibility that we might see a trade of around 15 billion dollar US dollars, which is a possibility in near future. And also the trade between these two countries is really balanced. Like ऐसा नहीं होता कि only one country is gaining from the exports and imports. The trade between these two countries is really balanced. And India and Italy have also made a roadmap for their 5-year trade program. And usually if we have a set program and set ideas and goals, and so the things are achievable at a good rate. So recently, the India and Italy have decided to share regular information and intelligence to combat the global terrorism. And recently, they both have started attending meetings together on intelligence informations. So last year, Italy became the only G7 member who joined the Belt and Road Initiative, that is of China. But later on, it cancelled the projects and all the MOUs, that are memorandum of understanding. And afterwards, because obviously there was influence of India and other countries in the G7, and US and UK also played a role. And later on, we saw that Italy condemned China's acts as well. Now, all the European countries have a really good understanding about India's and Pakistan's, Kashmir issue. And certainly, Italy was not so, in favor of India. It was neutral, but now Italy also has a clear understanding on Kashmir issue, and it also supports India in the Kashmir issue. And as I already said, they have already signed 15 agreements and other MOUs, and they have also made a road plan. So it is really possible if that we see Italian companies making their way in Make in India. So that's all for the today's video. I hope you like it. Please do like and subscribe. So thank you.